Why don't they name it something normal like Tweezle?
Press is always looking for a little twist to a story.
Joan Rivers. Yeah, but Rivers the last name.
It all turns out very superficial.
I think he became so comfortable with the camera.
To be in front of a camera?
Oh, it's so frightening.
Girls do go crazy. He really is very handsome.
Honey, please don't show that.
What do you mean he says he's shy? How can an actor be shy?
You're supposed to love this stuff.
Okay, now here's my complete list of the year's top 10 films. Number 10, Running on Empty, directed by Sidney Lumet.
River Phoenix plays a 17-year-old with some very special problems.
The family is wanted by the FBI and has gone underground.
We're moving base camp, kids.
Phoenix plays the son who wants to quit this life on the run. This part, he says, is close to his real life. He grew up in a large, very close family, traveling from town to town.
So where were you brought up?
All over. Caracas, Venezuela, Mexico, Florida, Arizona, a number of places. A lot of different places.
Really good acting is always self-revelation. Something about the truth of that person is going to come out if I've done my job right and they're doing their job right.
Well, Danny is doing basically what I do, and that's acting. He finds it hard to zero in on who he really is, and he gets confused and lost.
You're very confusing, you know.
I'm polite.
You're polite as phony.
You can't, stand out as being, the awkward new boy in town, and the same with, acting. And I have shut myself off and put a front out there to deal with people.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If you have to keep things fairly near the surface to protect yourself from getting too hurt, you do have to have something that's deeper.
Creatively, as far as music goes, I would go into a room and play for hours.
My brother picked up a guitar when he was 3 and just didn't ever put it down.
Yeah.
He was kind of obsessed with playing guitar.
He always was passionate about music, and acting took off first.
He was more into music than into being an actor. He wanted to be a musician.
In this movie, your character is a pianist. You must play the piano. Do you?
No, I don't play the piano. I learned to play.
He worked 4 times a week for 3 months, rehearsed on exactly the rehearsal board that you see in the movie.
I hate the films where you see people's hands playing and then it cuts back to the people playing hiding their hands. In this, it's fun because you see the hands and then it pans up and you see me playing. It's like, yeah, I did that. And it feels good because it just adds, realism.
One of the reasons that Running on Empty touches the heart and the emotions is the on-screen reality.
What made him an actor of such uniqueness was also the same thing that I think made him vulnerable in the world, which is there was no barrier between him and anything else. Everything you got from him was completely and totally pure.
Being true is all I can do, and that's all I can do in my craft that makes it valid for me. I can't really explain why I understand what I understand, I just do. And to try to figure it out, I think would kind of ruin it, I want to leave it like a mine of gold, without ever mining it, and selling it. I don't want to sell it off. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to understand it in a way that will exploit the pureness. So I just leave it. I don't understand it, but I believe it.
You're a natural.
I'm not saying anything. What you portray in a movie, that's not you. I guess, that they have to cut down things. They take things out. Also because, I don't know, it makes it sound more interesting, I suppose. But it's simulating someone else's reality through and through.
Really?
Yeah, you wouldn't find me in the marrow tests. They were to test the bone marrow in that character. Really? Yeah. Wow. No initials, just the work.